This reminds me so much of that night. My first night on the island. When I wandered out onto the beach, having escaped from the mansion. I remembered how scared I was of losing who I was if I settled down here on the island. The fear that I feel now is similar. How did I get past it back then? Why did I decide to stay?
Setsuna?
Rinne, what a surprise to see you at the place where you are every single night. All of a sudden, the girl in the hat is standing right there. She might have something to do with it, right? The girl who saved me, Ohara Rinne. Only now, she's become the object of my fear.
やっぱり、Setsuna じゃない。
Hello! At that, I instantly stiffen up. It's clear enough from her intonation what she means. But what if the nuance had been slightly different? It isn't Setsuna. A slight shift in intonation, and she's denying everything that I am. It's not just Rinne who calls me Setsuna at this point, but she was the first person to define me that way. If she were to take that away, would I still be myself?
さっきは、ごめん。一人にしないでって言ったり、一人にさせてって言ったり。
I mean...
私って本当、めんどくさい女。
I get it. It's not like we were particularly helpful or anything, right? Like I said, it's okay. Am I acting nice because I care about her? Or because I'm afraid of her? I think it's a bit of both. I'm afraid of losing her favor, precisely because I care about her. That's why I'm treading softly with her, so she won't get mad at me. I'm hopeless. Far worse than you.
あら、ようやく自覚が出てきたの？
I suppose so. Yep, thanks to you, you helped me see the light of my hopelessness. I need to stay courteous. I'm dealing with the princess of the night here after all. If I really do get her angry, I'll lose everything I have.
ねえ、少し歩かない？
Your daily walk?
そう、日課。
Sure, if you need some company. The princess answers me cheerily. Under the moonlight, she looks like a totally different person. Certainly compared to this afternoon. I mean, she was scared shitless this afternoon, so of course. Probably because there's nothing of threat to her here. Rinne, can't you give up on what you're looking for? Is it not enough to have me by your side? I want to ask her, but I don't have the courage. Maybe it's already written on my face, though. And picking up on these things is apparently her forte.
今夜で終わりにする。
Last time? Rinne smiles at me gently. It's just like it was that other night. It's because I decided to trust in that smile that I'm still here.
ねえ、セツナはこの島に来て何日目？
I don't know. Week? I wonder. I don't know, right? Because like we've played through 2 routes already, so it feels as if more days have passed. But obviously, at the beginning of a route, we're going back in time again, at least in sort of the timeline, right? So yeah, it's I don't know how long exactly, but this is somewhat in the beginning. So a week, I would guess, something like that. It hasn't been that long, but I feel like I've been here for ages. I bet that's because the time I've spent here has been so fulfilling. Especially my time with her.
好きになってきた？
That's a very straightforward, direct question out of nowhere? On a very serious topic, too. What? With who?
何言ってるの？この島のことよ。
Oh, of course, yeah, that's the first thing I would think about, too. Fall in love with a fucking entire island. Oh, I see. That scared me for a moment.
ねえ、誰のことだと思ったの？サラちゃん？カレン？
I mean, you don't have much other choice, right? Saren, Karen, or herself? Alright, no need to tease me. Does it really matter?
よくない。
Okay, let's go with Tome-san then. Who the fuck was that?
意地悪しないでよ。
Wasn't Tome-san like the old-ass previous maid that lived at the O'Hara mansion. That like retired or like half died or something. I don't know what the fuck happened to her, but yeah. Who's teasing? Yeah, maybe I'm into gilfs, okay? Don't judge me, Rin.
あなたがよ。
Actually, I'm cool with a pretty wide range of ages. See, yeah, I could even go for your mom.
どのくらいなの？
Pretty wide? Anything between 30 and 37 is okay in my book. That's wide? A 7-year gap? That's wide?
上はともかく、下はまずいでしょそれ。
Yeah, that's a weird limit to set too, right? Wait. Oh, he said 13. Oh, shit. Wait, that's even worse. I thought he said 30. I already looked at like the second word. Well, I guess the second number, which was 37. So I automatically thought it was 30 instead of 13. Yeah, that's a little troublesome. Because I was about to say, right, if it's 30, it sounds a little strange considering, you know, isn't Karen like 17? Sara was 16? Some shit, right? I don't fucking know. 13, dude, what the fuck? Get the pedo bear in here. FBI. It's fine. They grow up soon enough. 13, dude? I know it's Japan and all, but... Well, doesn't everybody... Well, what kind of question is that? How often do you celebrate? I mean, I guess celebrate. You can celebrate your birthday multiple times. But, of course, obviously, everyone has their birthday only once a year. I was about to say, like, yeah, you get one a year. Isn't that how it normally goes? Yeah, I mean, that's what I would say, too. But you can celebrate it multiple times, right? Like, have a party with your friends, like, 2 days after your birthday, and then sort of a normal, casual celebration with your family on the day of your birthday or something. I don't fucking know. But, you know, you can celebrate it multiple times. I misinterpreted, I guess. People all age at exactly the same rate. And that way, they get to share time with their loved ones. However...
だったら素敵ね。
What are you saying it's not true? Rinne whispers just this, and then falls silent. She almost makes it sound as though it isn't true for her. Man, what a sad thought. What is this? There is like a particular disease or something like that, where the body, you don't actually age, but the body actually it ages much faster than, like 8 times faster than, like, I guess suppose a normal human would, right? Where it's actually pretty sad, where someone could be like, I don't know, 10, and they look like a grandpa. Well, their body size is still like the same size as someone who is 10, I suppose, but just like the outer appearance looks as if they're fucking old and wrinkly and shit. I don't know what it's called. I've just seen it like once or twice on TV or somewhere, I don't remember, but pretty sure something like that exists, right? But then you're not actually aging, it's just your body, right? But yeah, that's it doesn't seem to be a case with Rinne, or maybe she's like, because that was the first thing I thought that came to mind is like Benjamin Button, but Benjamin Button is like, it's like the reverse, right? Fuck, it's been so long since I watched that fucking movie. But isn't that like the reverse, where he actually goes from old to young or something like that? I don't fucking know what happened in that movie, and I'm too lazy to fucking Google it right now. But I mean, we've seen Rinne for a week, and she didn't look like she got much older. So it's either... So it's most likely time goes slower for her then? Or not? I don't even know. I don't know what she means with that. But I'm sure we'll find out. What if your body aged year on year, but in your heart, you were still just a kid? Eventually, you'd be left behind by your loved ones. Rinne, you're right in the sweet spot, age-wise. for you, for your taste probably, Setsuna, right? It's within that range, right? I wonder why I let that slip out. It's true, though. I imagine that everybody needs someone they want to share their time with. Otherwise, they won't grow up.
私も年上が好き。
Do you now, huh? Too bad we don't know our age. We don't need to lie to each other. We don't need to be afraid of rejection. Trusting each other's smiles is enough. It allows us to share our time, to grow up together. Since it's our last night doing this, Shall we head out a bit further than usual?
ここでいい。
Because?
探し物はもう見つけたから。
Rinne comes to a stop. Is there really anything paradoxical about her situation? It seems like I had it completely wrong. There's nothing paradoxical about the world she inhabits. All along, she alone has been living free of that stuff, pure and uncorrupted. It's not gonna stay that way for long.
私ね、小さな頃の記憶がないの。
You don't? I mean, to be fair, I don't have many memories either when I was younger, which might mean that I'm adopted. No, I'm just kidding, but I like, the furthest back that is like when I was 5 or something like that, right? Like, obviously no one has any memories when they're of when they're like a baby, right? Both because you don't do shit when you're a baby that's like worth remembering, and you were a fucking baby, so none of that shit probably sort of stayed with you. I don't fucking know exactly, but yeah, I don't know. I feel, is that actually like a young age or an old age to have like your oldest memory from, like 5? I'm actually curious about that. What is the I guess, what age were you of your oldest memory? Like, I would have to say 5 or something like that, and I wouldn't even know what the fuck, 5? The first thing that comes to mind is like, I remember, it sounds really fucking weird of course, but I remember actually liking to go outside and play in the rain because there were snails. Not that I did anything weird with them, I just liked seeing snails or some shit. But I'm pretty sure I was like 8 or something at that time. I don't fucking know actually. So that is not a memory of when I was 5. Fuck. But then again, I have terrible memory. But I have some memories in here somewhere, probably. I haven't activated them. Because usually with memories as well, right? They're sort of like really, really deep inside your memory. Or in your brain somewhere, right? Wherever the fuck it's kept. In your amygdala. No, that's probably not where it's kept. But regardless, like sometimes you have these memories, but then you have to have like a certain trigger that suddenly like brings that memory back up to your, I guess to the front of your, I don't fucking know, right? That suddenly just makes you remember that, like, oh shit, yeah. But that's something that I always have. Like when I have to think of something on the spot, I actually don't know. But when somebody brings up something and like, oh yeah, shit, I had that too when I was like 4 or I don't fucking know, right? But like, I don't know, I'm really terrible at thinking of stuff, random stuff on the spot. But then when you just hear a trigger word, like it suddenly comes back and like, holy shit, yeah, I had that too or some shit, I don't know. So there's probably some old memories in there, I just don't know.
学校に通っていたことも、友達と遊んだことも、お父さんのことも、お母さんのことも、何にも。
Maybe she was just kept in like a basement or something. Or in one of those huts, right? I'm not sure what Rinne's talking about all of a sudden.
気がついたら、この浜辺に寝転がって、星空を見上げてた。
But she's making it sound as if she doesn't age at all or something, that she just like, she remembers the now and it's always been like now for her, right? There hasn't been like an age or time progression for her. Just constantly, it's almost like the loop has been like just an every single day for her, right? Just like, well, wasn't it actually like the movie Aquaman, right? The recent Aquaman, where like the old dude, I guess the father, right? Just sort of does the same thing every morning. Where he goes to like that little, is it called a pier or something? I don't know, but like at the beach, he just like every single time like the same sort of routine, waiting for his beloved sea wife to return to him, and that's kind of what Rinne's doing as well. I don't know, that seems a little comparable to me.
まるでその瞬間に生まれたみたいな気がした。でも体が動かなくて、声を出すこともできなくて、 息もできなくて。
You couldn't breathe? I know just what she's talking about.
覚えてた
We
の
do?
はリンネって名前だけ。
I can relate to it more than anyone. I mean, not the not breathing part, but just sort of the like the name, right? It's something like we just sort of feels like we're attached to. That's kind of what we've had with Setsuna too, right? When she said that, like, oh, Setsuna, like that's a name that like suddenly like it sounds weird, but like we for some reason felt a connection to it, despite it coming out of seemingly nowhere.
だんだん星の数が減っていって、あ、私はこのまま死んじゃうんだってぼんやり頭の片隅で考えてた。
I really do feel that this is gonna be like the craziest route ever. Well, not ever, but of the 3 available so far, I would say, yeah, for sure.
いっぱいやりたいことがあったはずなのに、やらなくちゃいけないことがあったはずなのに、何にも思い出せなかった。でもね、最後の星が消えるその瞬間、男の子の顔が見えたの。
Who? The real Setsuna? A boy?
私より2つか3つくらい年上の男の子。何度も何度も私の名前を呼んで、必死にこの世界につなぎ止めようとしてくれた。私はその男の子の顔に手を伸ばして、何かを、多分名前を尋ねたんだと思う。
And of course, he said Setsuna, right?
そしたらね、男の子はニコって笑って、こう答えたの。
And said John Cena. Oh my god, no, that's an old ass dead meme. I don't know why the fuck I even said that. The name of a character who exists only in legends, whose name I then took in turn. Or...
刹那だ。
Yep. Is she referring to someone else entirely?
次に気がついたら、私は自分の部屋のベッドの上にいて、たくさんの知らない大人に囲まれてた。大人たちは何もわからない私に優しく教えてくれた。
The legend?
嵐の夜に海に落ちたんだとか、3日間も行方不明になってたんだとか、いろいろ。
And what?
でもみんなどこか嘘をついてるみたいだった。
What the fuck?
刹那の話をしても誰も信じてくれなかった。そんな男の子はいないって。
They're conspiring against you, Rinne. They're hiding away the truth.
でもね、確かにいたの。この場所に私を救ってくれた刹那が。ねえ、あなたは信じてくれる？
Sure, why the fuck not? Does she really think I'm in any position to say no? To the girl who saved me? Here of all places?
私は夜になると部屋を抜け出して、この場所に来て刹那を探したの。怖かったの。お父さんもお母さんも素顔を見せてくれなくて、本物の両親だなんてとても思えなくて、世界中が私に嘘をついてるみたいで。
She's like a Truman Show where the dude actually realizes that like, holy shit, this whole world, it's fake, it's manufactured. It's probably kind of how she feels like she thinks she's the only real one and everything around her is fake and like they're lying to her.
私が信じられるのは刹那だけだった。
Except this one dude, Setsuna. What did I do that night? didn't want my days to melt together into some false, uneventful shadow of an existence. So afraid of losing myself, I slipped out of my room and wandered onto the beach. I was searching for someone. This just makes me think of that, like, I don't remember when exactly, but I think it was fairly early when like, during one of our first meetings with Rinne, we had sort of like a random flashback of like this image of like, it almost looked like a younger Rinne, right? Like a baby, not baby, but like, she was like maybe 7 or some shit like, she was clearly just a kid, right? Oh, wasn't that like a bad ending? I think it was actually one of the bad endings, no? Well, no. One of the bad endings was her actually like a smaller child that looked very similar to Rinne, so I'm just gonna assume that it's Rinne. And she was like making a sand castle. I remember that being one of the bad endings, but it was definitely also in somewhere in the beginning, like sort of those flashbacks, or maybe it was during those scenes where like at the beginning of the day where we're quote unquote dreaming, right? That we sort of like saw that image of Rinne when she was younger, and like, yeah, it sort of seemed like we were saving her. Like, it seems very, very similar to the scenario that she's describing.
そしたら、いたの。星空の下で、私の名前を呼んでくれたの。
Hearing that alone turned out to be my salvation. It completely rid me of my loneliness.
それから毎晩、ここで会うようになった。私がここに来ると、セツナは必ず待っててくれた。だんだんね、それが日課になっていったの。
So you actually saw him? For real? Thanks to our walks on the beach together, I've managed to stay myself. Or is she like talking about me right now? Where I'm like the substitute Setsuna? Because she made it sound like she really found that other dude, which could also be me, right? But we just simply don't remember. The time we spend with each other is the only way I have of making sure that I'm still me.
いろんな話をした。悲しいことがあった日は優しく慰めてくれたし、楽しいことがあった日は一緒に笑ってくれた。そしたら不思議とこの世界が怖くなくなっていった。ここにいてもいいんだって思えるようになっていったの。セツナがね、私に希望をくれたの。
And hope eventually turns into desire. You go from accepting where you are to actually wanting to stay there.
セツナはね、子供の私から見るとずっと大人びてて、でもどこかちょっと常識外れなところもあって、
That sure sounds like me.
おしゃべりでお調子者で、私の知らないお話をたくさんしてくれるの。
Also sounds like me.
浜辺をブラブラ散歩しながら、私は話し続けるセツナの横顔をじっと見てるの。でも作り話も混じってて、油断してるとすぐ騙されちゃうの。そうそう、セツナの夢は小説家になることでね。自分で作ったお話を書いたノートを見せてくれたこともある。
Novelist? Isn't that also her dad? I mean, her dad is like a whole fucking library in the... Her dad was sort of like a writer or novelist, right?
子供っぽい冒険活劇で、ストーリーも支離滅裂で。でも、面白かった。本を読むのも好きでね。特に SF 小説とか推理小説をよく読んでた。
Hell yeah, I love those two too. Sci-fi? I've watched a lot of sci-fi movies recently. I don't know, like a lot. They're like, for some reason, a lot of movies recently, or maybe it's just that's the ones that I found, like about space and shit. I love those.
私はセツナのためにね、初夏から 面白そうな本を見つけては持って行ったの。お父さんにバレないように毎日ちょっとずつね。
Every day we repeat the same routine, but those moments together are so pleasant. They almost allow me to stop caring about everything I've forgotten.
でもね、
But one day, when the Fire Nation attacked, he disappeared. I feel a vague unease. It just won't go away. Every time I get close to feeling truly happy, it returns. And sometimes it flares up violently, triggered by the slightest things.
ある日書庫でお父さんが書いた本を見つけたの。
Wait, which book? The one about the Sara's family?
この島の伝承について
Oh,
書いてある本。
I mean, her dad's written a lot of books, right? About the Setsuna. It's probably the past, the one I'm supposed to have forgotten, catching up to me.
そこには私の名前が書いてあった。
Rinne. That accursed name, whose bearer is destined to die over and over.
私のなくしちゃった過去が書いてあった。
And what, then you suddenly remembered? Of course, the legend is just that, a legend. But what might it have looked like to a young girl without a past to call her own? Would it have looked like a silly little folktale to Rinne, when all the adults are around deny the very existence of her Setsuna?
それからなの。私が外を歩けなくなったのは。
But what happened to the Setsuna? Did you ditch him?
おかしな話よね。私がリンネの生まれ変わりなんてそんなわけはないのに。
Rinne's reincarnate? I mean, like, I figured, right? Remember that sort of one bad ending that we ran into, which we ran into after we finished the Sara route, and we sort of backtracked a little bit to like all the earlier choices in the beginning where we actually made the correct choices, which didn't result in bad endings. So we kind of explored bad endings there, right? And the very first choice, which I believe we're just going left instead of right, or either one of those directions, which turned out to be a wrong one. And we just hop into a fucking jet ski with another girl that kind of looks like Karen. A little bit, right? Sort of the hair color wise and stuff. But her name was Rinne, R-I-N, and her last name was Carnation. So like if you sort of put it together and, you know, pronounce it reincarnation, right? I was wondering, like, that seemed like such a weird, strange scene out of nowhere. But I feel like it's gonna tie into this route now, right? Reincarnation, Rinne, and then this whole legend attached to it as well. Like, is that character gonna show up? That Rinne, R-I-N, or not? Or I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna get into some reincarnation memes, I suppose. God damn it.
そんなのあるはずないのに。なのに。
If she denied being Rinne, that young girl wouldn't have had anything. People need a past, a story. Like, we're pretty similar in that regard, right? It's where she, like, also sort of lacks a past. Us too, obviously. Otherwise, they have no way of defining who they are. Just like me.
私にはどうしてもリンネが他人には思えなかった。
But Rinne's story is a tragic one. Never reunited with her Setsuna, she chose to end her own life. If only somebody on the island had remembered the couple. If only Rinne had remembered Setsuna.
そのことをセツナに話したらね。そんな運命、俺が書き換えてやるって。
Is that what we're doing? Are we on a mission to rewrite her destiny? Rewrite her destiny? Is that why we came here?
しばらくしてセツナは新しいお話を書いてきてくれたの。
So he didn't literally rewrite her history. He just, like, you know, rewrote her destiny. He just, like, I'm just gonna write a new story for you, one where you don't die or kill yourself.
未来から来た主人公がリンネって女の子を救うお話。
Huh? It kinda sounds similar to us.
私がリンネのセリフを読んだらね、すごく綺麗な声だって褒めてくれた。
Why is it like an apostrophe or like a squiggly line above the E? Like Rinne.
嬉しくなった私はそのノートを借りて家で何度も何度も繰り返し読んだの。楽しかった。まるで自分が自分じゃない誰かになれたみたいで、リンネのセリフを口にしている時だけは自分がリンネじゃないみたいで。
I mean, it sounds a little silly, right? That she could just completely attach herself to like, oh, this guy made a story for her and it's like, it made her like change. But like, the whole point is that she doesn't have a past, right? And she attached herself to the arena of the legends. But just sort of having an alternative, I suppose, one that she even likes better, just made her like, yeah, this is much better for me. Or at least made her sort of think like, maybe I'm this Rinne or something like that, right? It's sort of like a psychological thing for her, more so than obviously like literally rewriting her history or destiny.
その時だけはこの名前を忘れることができた。
I mean, it's always better to have like a... It's kind of like having a song named after your name as well, right? Like if you... I'm pretty sure like even if you have like a song that's named after your name, I'm pretty sure some people like sort of like mention that to you at some point in your life, right? Sort of reference that. And like if it's like a very sad name or something, a lot like some people can, even when they don't want to, like sort of can be positively but it can also negatively attach themselves to that. I feel like it's maybe a little similar to that, right? Where it's just you have this attachment to your name, and even though that's not you that's written about in those stories or books or songs or whatever, right? It just, you feel some familiarity with it because it's, well, it's your name, even though it's not you, the person, necessarily. I don't know, it's just kind of like that, right?
その時だけは何も怖くなかった。
But for her, it's much more so because she doesn't have a past at all. So having anything with her name is just like something she can attach herself to and sort of take on a past.
それからね、少しずつだけど私は日の光の下を歩けるようになったの。
What? Rinne? You went out into the sun? Let me guess, with an umbrella? It had to have been with an umbrella. I can't even imagine her being out in the sun without an umbrella, without a hat or anything like that. Did she really manage it? Did she find an alternate ending to the legend in which she managed to reunite with Setsuna? However...
と言っても峠までが精一杯だったけどね。
If that's true, then why does she now confine herself to the night? Yeah, I feel like somewhere something went wrong. Like she sort of regressed to this now, right? Because this is what she is now.
美味しかったな。二人で食べたかき氷。
Shaved ice? And where did that Setsuna go?
一緒に虫取りや釣りをしたことも、夏休みの宿題を手伝ってもらったことだってある。
It's kind of like all the things that I did with Sara and Karen too, right? We went fishing and bug catching with Sara. We helped Karen with her summer homework, right? Teaching her about biology. Not the biology we're all thinking about. It was actually just like the fucking... What was it about again? Ah, I fucking forgot.
ズルして問題集の答えを見ようとしたら、刹那に隠されちゃって。喧嘩したっけ？
What the fuck? Are these really your memories?
いっぱい遊んで、いっぱいおしゃべりして。
Did this stuff really happen?
眠くなったら、また明日ねってお別れして。でも、 夢の中でも二人で遊んで。
In their dreams?
本当はどこからどこまでが夢だったのかな。
That's right. She could have dreamed it.
もしかしたら全部夢だったのかもなんて。
Maybe it was. Rin looks up at the sky and speaks in a faraway voice.
でも夢じゃなかった。
Okay. She doesn't know what exactly was real, what exactly were dreams, but she knows that it wasn't all dreams. Some of it was at least real. It wasn't a dream?
私はもっともっと刹那と一緒にいたかった。ずっとずっと一緒に遊んでいたかった。
I mean, we can do some role playing right now.
だからね。
I mean, it's kind of what we're doing already.
帰ってゆく刹那の後をつけたの。
I mean, it kind of feels like that. We're like, we've been role playing Setsuna the entire fucking game already, right?
見つからないように砂浜に残った足跡を追ってね。
Stalker.
気づいたら辺りは岩場に変わってた。
The place we went today. Oh, the cabin?
岩場を進んでいくと古ぼけた小屋があった。
Oh shit. The same one we saw today.
あの日の私はね、なんだか怖くなって引き返してきちゃった。
What if that's actually like Setsuna's cabin or hut?
だからね、あの小屋に本当に刹那がいたのかは今もわかんないまま。
The thing that's like, it's really confusing, right? Because like we say Setsuna, and it can either mean us, it can also mean the Setsuna of the legend, it can mean like an other Setsuna that she apparently met at some point. Like, oh, there's so many fucking Setsunas, there's so many Rins as well. Like, oh my fucking, like, I don't fucking know anymore what's going on exactly. Or when you just read a name, you just have to like think like, wait, which Setsuna exactly does she mean? God damn it. Hey, Rin, what are you trying to tell me?
ね、あなたは信じてくれる？
I'll believe anything you tell me. Believe what?
あなたが言ってくれたのよ。
Sure. I said what?
子供の部屋だって。
Oh, what we saw on the... what we saw inside, right? Yeah, that creepy thing. I did say that. I myself had a moment of deja vu when we were standing by the hut. The images flashing through my mind have to have been a memory. It was me? The boy who lived in that hut. The boy who called himself Setsuna. The boy who saved Rin. It was... me?
わかんない。最後に刹那に会ったのは今から5年も前だもの。
5 years ago. 5 years ago? Always 5 years.
ねえ、私の誕生日わかる？
September 17th. No. How could I know? She never told me.
いいから当ててみて。
I said September 17th. Never mind that.
じゃあ年齢は？
Didn't you say 17 or 16? No, Sara was definitely the youngest, and Karen was the oldest. But I think she's 16. I think it went like this. Sara was 15, Rin was 16, and then Karen 17. I think that's how it was. Or Rin and Karen are the same age, but Karen was definitely the oldest. Well, I know that. She's told me. You're 17, right? Oh, she's 17 too.
外れ。私、本当は4歳なの。
4? Oh! Let me guess, she's born on like, what is it called? Oh fuck, she's born on February 29th, right? What is it called in English? Leap year, yeah. I don't think I've ever told this, but my parents told me. like when my mom was pregnant, the doctor sort of projected for me to be, I guess, sort of to be born, right? That it would actually be on the 29th of February. That it would actually be born on February 29th. Which would be pretty wicked, right? Like, it's pretty strange to actually be born on the day of that leap year, right? February 29th. But I came out a little early, a week earlier. So, so yeah, the 22nd actually. But, like, is that what she's referring to here as well? Because I know that technically if you are, quote-unquote, born on the 29th on a leap year, that, like, you technically only have a birthday once every 4 years, but... You know, you're not gonna say, like, when you're actually, like, 16 and you're like, oh, I'm 4, actually. Like, from what I've heard, most people that, which is very rare, of course, but some people are obviously born on the leap year, but they just sort of celebrate their birthday, like, one day before, on the 28th, or maybe, like, on the 1st of March, right? Yeah, March is holy shit, I just forgot which month came after February, but March, yeah. Like, some people just celebrated the day earlier or the day before that, but yeah, I'm guessing that's what she's referring to, right? That she was born on the leap day, February 29th. I changed my guess from September 17th to February 29th. I think you're shaving off a few too many years there. You don't look any younger than a high schooler. 4 is about a quarter of her actual age. Leap year, that's what I'm saying. A quarter? Yep. Oh, I know when your birthday is. I don't know if I've actually remembered, or if this is just an educated guess. But there's only one date that comes to mind, yep. It's a leap day, February 29th. Bingo! Bing, 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 bing. When you're a little kid, your birthday is the most important day of the year. For me, it was too. Like, I used to love, I mean, every kid loves their birthday, right? Because you get cake, you get presents. Like, you know, you have a birthday party, shit like that. Fuck yeah, I used to love my birthday. But at one point, I actually got sick. Like, on my birthday. I got sick on my birthday, which actually caused me then later that year to actually have, like, surgery. Like, so ever since then, like, that's sort of, my birthday has sort of been attached to like, an unpleasant memory. And ever since then, I don't know if it was because of that, but I just know ever since then that I've just never really cared too much about my birthday anymore. But Rinne could only celebrate it once every 4 years. In a sense, she is just 4 years old. Imagine that, right? Imagine that. They're just like, technically you're 4 years old. Then right now, when she's actually quote-unquote 16 or 17, 18, like, it could be within any time within those 4 years, right? You could still be 4 and technically be 19. You wouldn't turn 5 until you're actually 20. But regardless, right? Then she would just be starting, like, going to, like, fucking, elementary school. Wait, don't you go there at 5 or 4? I don't know exactly, but... I don't know. I'm actually very curious. How do people, like, in the eyes of the law deal with that? I'm pretty sure they just, like, obviously count it, right? Obviously, they do. But it's just one of those things that's just, like... seems a little strange and sounds a little weird that most of us don't have to worry about because our birthday's not on the 29th. But I don't know, for me it's kind of interesting to think about, like, if you actually were, how does that whole thing work? But in that case, how about me?
Setsuna ともね、昔同じやりとりをしたことがあるの。
Did you now? 5 years ago at least, right? I'll rewrite it.
いつもみたいにこうやって。ボートにじゃなくて、2人で砂の上に並んで座ってね。
Boat? He had a boat? Wow, what a fancy dude.
そしたらセツナ、急に怒って立ち上がっちゃってね。あの時の私は、セツナがどうして怒ったのかわからなくて。私の気持ちを分かってくれなかったことがすごく悔しくて。
I'll rewrite her destiny.
大嫌い。
What? You said that?
そう言って逃げ帰ってきちゃったの。
Setsuna said that? I hate you. It's like a little kid. I hate you, and then like sprint away.
セツナが怒った理由に気がついたのは、それから何日も後のことだった。
My place has been usurped by someone I've never seen or heard of before.
ねえ、セツナは自分の誕生日わかる？
I don't fucking know. No. I don't remember my past. I've absolutely no way of knowing. Is that all there is to it, though?
そう。セツナは自分の誕生日を知らなかったの。
Oh shit.
生まれて一度も誕生日を迎えたことがなかったの。
That's a little sad.
そりゃ怒るよね。私があんな冗談を言ったら。
So that's why, huh? That's why he said, I hate you, and then he sprinted away.
だけど、あの時の私はすぐに気づいてあげられなかった。だから決めたの。私だけはお祝いしてあげようって。それが5年前の2月28日のこと。
February 28th. 5 years ago would have been 1994, which wasn't a leap year. On the eve of her non-existent birthday, on her last day as an 11-year-old, Rinne took a little step towards adulthood. She realized how Setsuna must have felt, unable to celebrate his birthday like she did.
でもほら、私こんなんでしょ。プレゼントを買いに街に行くこともできなくて。
Uh-huh. So what did you get him?
セツナはかき氷が好きだったんだけど、そんなの冬には売ってなくて。でね、思い出したの。セツナが私の声を綺麗だって言ってくれたこと。
You sang a song?
だからね、私の声を上げることにしたの。
What? Her voice? How can your voice be a present?
セツナが書いた小説、それを朗読した声を録音してプレゼントしようと思ったの。
Yeah, I was thinking something along the lines of like her singing or I guess sort of recording, but obviously she's something with her voice, so something she says.
もちろん、いつでも聴けるように携帯プレイヤーとセットでね。
Oh, I remember those. The fucking cassette players? Oh my god. So old. Fuck me.
どう？なかなか素敵なプレゼントでしょ？
Yeah, I'm sure it was. It would certainly make me very happy.
大変だったんだからね。読み間違えたり詰まったりするたびに何度もやり直して。上手に読めたところだけをつなぎ合わせて。
What? Splice it all together? Can't you? I mean, I guess. I don't know how long the story was, right? But if it took her like 15 minutes to read out and she makes a mistake at minute 7, for example, and she doesn't want to redo all the previous 6 minutes or something, I guess you can sort of edit it together. Because otherwise you would have to, imagine that, you're like minute 14 of the story, you're so close and you mess up on one word, like, oh fuck! Or like your mom walks into the room, opens the door, you hear like a knocking, or like, what are you doing, Rinne? Like, Mom, I'm recording over here, you fucking ruined it, right? And like, you have to start all over again. So I guess that's why she did it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure on cassette player, on that, like those recording things, right? You could sort of you would just rewind the tape, go all the way to the beginning, and then press record and start. I mean, I remember actually having done some of that shit. Like, also with like VHS tapes, right? Like, I remember sometimes actually like when my parents would like tape something, and for some reason, I was very much into like, I still am to some degree, I sort of like keeping stuff for some like sort of TV shows or something like that. I used to like, when I was younger, right, like I'm Dutch, I was born here and Dutch is my first language, but like for some reason I was really into like those, we had like Nick at Night here, like the cartoons and TV during the day would all just be Dutch, and then I believe at like 8 p.m. or something, like Saved by the Bell, Keenan and Kel and all that shit would come on, and that was all in English. I fucking love that shit. And sometimes I couldn't actually watch because if I had to go to school next day, and so I would just record it. And like, yeah, sometimes I recorded over shit that my parents hadn't watched yet, and I got a little bit in trouble because of that. But yeah, I remember I did a lot of like recording stuff with both VHS and sometimes with cassette tapes. And I don't know, like for some reason as well, like when I used to be into, I had like a period during which I was really into anime, and then later not so much, and then now again I watch anime still pretty frequently. But like for some reason, like I grew up watching a lot of Simpsons too, and that's how I learned a lot of my English as well. But like I always like, because I live in the Netherlands and a lot of those stuff aren't actually available here on TV, for example, like back in the old days I had to sort of like, you know, download shit through other means. Like LimeWire was one of those shit, I believe, through IRC as well. Like they were like really IRC servers where people were actually like file sharing with each other. I remember getting Simpsons episodes through that. Like, I don't know, it was some weird ass, cool ass shit as well, like how you actually managed to obtain those shit. So back in those days, it was actually pretty rare. Like nowadays, it's fairly easy, right? If you want to obtain shit illegally, you just fucking torrent and like it's fucking everywhere. Back in the day, I feel like it was, you had to be a bit more resourceful and to some degree even like know connections and shit to like get to the right shit to obtain those video files or TV series or whatever, right? Like it was actually pretty rare. So I always saved those, burned them onto like DVDs, and I'm pretty sure I still have it somewhere. I have like a huge ass case where I have those like some animes and like just cartoons, TV series, like just burned onto DVDs. And that's how I just sort of keep them. Because, you know, back in the day, you didn't have that big of hard drives either, so... Holy shit, that was just a big-ass... trip down memory lane. But yeah, that was some good-ass shit, man. Nowadays, it's so easy and convenient, man. Or just, you just go on Netflix or some shit, right? The amount of trouble I had to go through to watch the newest fucking Naruto episode, for example, was like, holy fuck. You had to, like... Because you had to wait for those people to translate it as well. I mean, nowadays, of course, as well, right? But it was always, like, at specific times. But back then, not so much. Like, it was sort of vaguely around the same days usually, right? But, like, you had to sort of keep up to date in those IRC channels. And, like, whenever the new one was ready to be released, it was, like, a huge thing. Oh, fuck. I miss those days, man. Those was some cool-ass shit. Fuck, what were we talking about? I don't even remember. Right, something about recording. But, oh yeah, that's what she did. Okay, that's how we got onto that whole fucking tangent. Holy shit. That was a long-ass, side rail. But alright, let's go back to the story.
でも、聞き直してみると、やっぱり変な気がして、最初からやり直して。
She redid it again? All that effort! I'll bet she tried to get it absolutely perfect. She was making something that would last forever. Something he'd listen to over and over. That was one of the things that I actually did before as well. Like, when I guess sort of in my earlier quote-unquote years of doing YouTube. Like, when I was reading, I wanted it to, not necessarily to be perfect, but my reading to, like, if I were to make a mistake during reading, sometimes I would just like, fuck. I would actually say fuck, stop for a while, and then edit that part out and sort of start over again. Nowadays, if I make a mistake, I'm just like, ah, fuck it, whatever, doesn't matter. I don't know. But yeah, sometimes you just want shit to be perfect, and over time you just sort of get a little more, not careless, but maybe complacent is the word? I don't know.
やっと完成した時には、とっくに日が暮れちゃってた。
Oh shit.
慌ててここまで走ってきたんだけど、やっぱり刹那の姿はなかった。
Oh, he gone. He sailed away on his boat.
すごく寒い日で、雪がちらちら舞い始めてた。
Snow. All right, it's February. Well, actually, it was March then, so first of March, right? Snowing, huh? I've never seen snow before. Though it's easy enough to imagine what it looks like. Yeah, it's just white shit. I wonder if the picture I have in mind is rooted more in common knowledge or personal experience.
どうしてかな。私はどうしてもその日のうちに刹那に届けたくて、日付が変わるまでになんとか手渡したくて
Did you?
もう一度あの小屋に行ってみることにしたの。でもね、岩場を進んでいくうちに雪が激しくなってきて。
Holy shit, she went over there during the snow.
気づいたら辺り一面が真っ白になってて、足元が見えなくて身動きできなくなって。
The fuck? How much snow was there? Was it like a fucking blizzard?
怖くて寂しくてワンワン泣いてたら、セツナが助けに来てくれたの。
Again, Setsuna came to rescue her. Just, Rin, this is the thing, right? If you ever just if Setsuna is gone and you don't know where the fuck he is, just put yourself in danger. Setsuna will somehow swoop in and save you.
まるで小説の主人公みたいにね。私は安心して思わずセツナに向かって走り出しちゃって、足をね滑らせたの。
Oh shit.
次の瞬間、私の体は冷たい冬の海に投げ出されてた。
Uh-oh. What would I do if I were in that situation? If a girl fell in the sea right in front of my eyes, surely I'd dive in and try to save her?
それがセツナを見た最後の記憶。
What about you? You fell into the fucking ocean? How the fuck did you survive that shit? Huh?
目が覚めたらこの中にいた。
So you do remember your past. I was in this. Oh, a little boat. Is this the boat that she was talking? For some reason when Rin said boat, I imagined like a fucking fancy ass fucking yacht or some shit. I don't know why. It's just... For some reason the thought of it just like being a tiny ass fucking... Like, what kind of boat is that called? I don't know. Just a fucking tiny ass wooden boat. Fisher, but that's not even a fucking fish. Oh, some fish, like tiny fisher boats do use that. I've seen some in the Philippines. Like, on those tiny boats where they're just... One dude in this tiny ass boat just goes very, very deep and then throws out a fucking net and then just like, alright, get away for catch some fish. Where was Setsuna? He saved her, and then what? He either sacrificed himself during it or disappeared afterwards. She doesn't know. Wordlessly, she shakes her head. What happened on February the 28th, 5 years ago? Why doesn't she have any memories beyond that night?
神隠し。
Oh, she mentioned that before, right? Spirited away.
目が覚めた私はそう言われたの。
Yeah, but that's bullshit.
お前は神隠しにあったんだって。
Cause spirited away was just a term that people would use, right? Or an excuse or whatever, right? For the people that actually were... that sort of disappeared but lived in isolation because they had the soot blight syndrome and were put into those huts.
でもそれだけ。
Oh yeah, they're definitely covering something up. Those goddamn adults.
誰も私の話なんか聞いてくれなかったし、誰もセツナを探そうとしてくれなかった。
Definitely covering something up.
いつもと同じ。そんな男の子はいないって。
Like, you know when they're covering shit up, right? When they don't know the name of Setsuna, right? Isn't that a pretty big deal around this whole fucking island, considering it's like part of the legend of this island, right?
でもセツナはいたの。
Renew it.
絶対いたの。
She felt it. In her left boob. It may not have been Rin who was spirited away that day, but Setsuna. Maybe he sacrificed himself in Rin's place and got trapped in some leap day netherworld that exists.
だからね、私はずっとセツナを探してたの。
So that's what Rin was looking for.
私だけはずっと探し続けてたの。
Yep, even now, still 5 years later. Searching for something important that she lost that night. 5 years ago.
別にね、仲直りしたいとか、また一緒に遊びたいとか、そういうのじゃないの。
She just wants to thank him?
ただ、
She flashes me her usual smile.
ずっと好きだった。
Oh shit.
それだけ伝えたかったの。
That's even more than I thought. I just thought she wanted to say thank you for saving me. But she loved him. It's me she's addressing now, though. Is she? Oh shit, I'm Setsuna, I'm not Setsuna. Ah, you love me, right? Fuck yeah, I'm Setsuna, girl. What up? Right. I'm Setsuna. She gave me that name. If I reject her now, I'll go back to being a nobody, and nobody wants to be a nobody. Not even nobody. I don't have any choice. I've already accepted the fact that she's Rinne. Now I have to deal with the notion that I'm Setsuna. I don't even know if this is the correct choice, but I'm embracing it. I understand that much, but...
そっか。自分のことがわからないんだね。
I know, I'm Setsuna, girl. She whispers this ruefully and places a hand on my head. I feel like someone did the same thing to me once before, long ago. But I have no idea whose hand that was.
仕方ないわよ。覚えてないんだから。うん。仕方ない。
I can feel the weight of her emotions with an almost physical intensity, along with the warmth of her hand.
大丈夫。それでも大丈夫。
I don't even know what's going on, but she's comforting me so much, and I'm just like, alright. It's alright, it's all fine.
きっとあなたは、刹那になれる。
I'll try my best. I see. We're just the same, yeah, we're very similar. Rinne and I both want to retrieve what we've lost. In my case, it's the self that I lost that day. Oh, shit. What the fuck? It's a skull! It's a skeleton! A skull and then a ribcage as well? I really hate the fucking... oh... Why did it always comes in like the word when you least expect it to, and it's like so brief, like... And in hers, it's someone else she can't let go of. Huh? Why did I come to this island? What's my purpose here? I've lost sight of everything now. All my memories have been swallowed by a sea of noise. But I think I've found a new purpose, a real reason for me to be here. Rinne. I'm supposed to save the girl who's sitting in front of me. It's okay for me to abandon anything I don't need in pursuit of that one goal. I'm Setsuna. I don't have any way of becoming the Setsuna of legend, but I can be the Setsuna she once loved. It's just a little white lie. I can do it. It'll be easy. And I love you too. But why do I feel the sting of tears in my eyes?
ありがとう。嬉しい。
She kind of sounds like she's reading lines from a script. Or as if she's forcing herself to read bad fan fiction out loud. I've always loved you. Still, my acting is so much worse. Yeah, it's like we're saying the things because we feel like we're supposed to say these things. But like the emotion behind, I feel like the emotion isn't there. Or it isn't real, right? It does feel like we're acting. For Rinne, like, maybe psychologically does sort of resolve some things from her past, right? To hear her, quote-unquote, Setsuna say this back to her. Because she's imagining that Setsuna from back then, but, like, this doesn't feel real. I just can't compare to her. She's been searching for her beloved Setsuna for 5 whole years. And all that time, she's been fighting off an aching loneliness. To the point where she's even prepared to accept me as a substitute now. Sorry, I don't know how to express myself very well.
まるで、刹那の書いた小説みたい。
Is it? Huh?
ありきたりで安っぽくて、しかも前後の言葉がつながってないの。
Yep, it sure sounds like a story I would write. That's not a great review. Yeah, what did you say? It was cheap, cliched, and pretty incoherent. 3 out of 10.
そう、最悪。何にも分かってないの。
What should I say in a situation like this, then?
やっぱりセツナは何にも分かってない。
Yeah, very much like the other Setsuna, huh? The adventures of a time traveler from the future. I wonder how the young Setsuna concluded his tale. And what did little Rinne think of it?
こんな時言葉はいらないの。
Rinne stands up straight and stretches. Holy shit! Will we succeed in finding our way to the ending those two pictured? I don't know yet. All that's certain is that I'm here, and Rinne is here too. We just need to frame this one moment. I wish we could keep on living in it forever. But time is merciless. It's always passing us by. There's cruelty in both the past and the future. And for some reason, fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? Despite the fact that Rinne's mom's, what was her fucking name again? Fuck! I forgot the mom's name. God damn it. But anyway, Rinne's mom, right? Despite the fact that her windows are all like fucking boarded up, right? There's like so there's no sunlight coming in through her windows or in her room at all. Despite that, she still knows, right? Somehow Rinne's mom knows that we're kissing right now. This is probably the beginning of the end. From this moment forward, I'll start fading from the world. Until eventually, any trace of my presence vanishes. My name will be all that remains. But that's fine. That's good enough for me. Setsuna, everything that I am, I leave to you. Please, save this girl. Please make sure she never has to live through that tragedy again.